everyone. So we may have an issue here. This, I believe, is called bearding. Now, I'm not sure if they're doing this because it's super hot in that hive or overcrowded in the hive. I'm gonna have to do some research, but I thought this was pre-swarm behavior, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm gonna go get my gear ready. I'm gonna get into the hive and check it out, see what's going on. So I'm back out here at the hive, checking on this bearding situation. Things have calmed down a little bit, but I've also noticed another problem. Again, I have ants going into the hive. So it's just, this ant thing is just driving me insane. Anyways, let's quit procrastinating this and let's open up the hive, get in there and see what kind of damage has been done. Oh, they got this propylized on there. Woo, it's loud. Lots of bees in the top box area. So I learned something from my last video. I was inspecting this top box and the queen was in there. And I didn't want to take her off and set her on the wood here because I didn't want her to fall through the top box and onto the ground. And being a new beekeeper, you don't have a lot of extra hive boxes laying around and stuff like that. So it was recommended to me to use the lid, to set it sideways on the lid. So that is my plan for today. But first, I'm going to check out these hives. And we have got a lot more buildup this time. We've got honeycomb all the way out to the end here. So just a little bit of buildup on this outer frame, which is better than they've done down below. Can you see if I'm getting this in the picture? Where it's at? On the back side, looks like we got some stored honey. Couple brood. A little bit of pollen. Not a whole lot on that frame. I'll just set that in here for now. Actually, it was this way. Alright. Second frame. Ooh, this is a heavy frame. Heavy frame. Lots of honey. There's a brood pattern in the center right there. Got some honey around it. There's looks to be some eggs in there as well. And this is all honey on the other side. Very good. I think it was this way. I don't see any ants up here in the top area. Frame number 3 is also pretty heavy. Lots of eggs in frame number 3. Eggs in there. Nice brood pattern, look at that. That's perfect. Honey around the outside, nice brood and larva on the inside. Make sure my queen is not on this frame. I do not see her, but there's a lot of commotion. See her there. Looks very good. So far, so good. Nice brood pattern on that. Happy to see that. Oh, another nice brood pattern right here. Frame number 4. This one's lighter. Larva, brood, no honey. Look at all that brood. Man, when this stuff hatches out, I gotta add another box because this is gonna be one crowded hive. I haven't even got, there's so much brood up here. I mean, look at that. I have not even gotten to the bottom box yet. Calm down. What are you guys doing? Making me nervous. It's buzzing around going in here. Lots of buzzing. Alright, so honey, brood. Kind of a weird pattern, and all honey. They seem to be eating the honey. We must be kind of in a slow period. And then these last 3 frames on this side look to be just honey stores and some comb. They don't really want to build up too much on the east side of this hive. Assuming it has to do with temperature wise. It's always the last frame. Yeah, there's nothing here. Just very little buildup. Very little buildup on that one. Okay, what's going on over here? You guys doing? Calm yourselves. It's going to be a big pile of bees on the frames that I'm taking out. Starting to fly everywhere. So I really want to get this done, but I got a ways to go here. Some honey. Not a whole lot. Okay. So I didn't see my queen in this top box, but I'm going to put it back together. Go down to the bottom box. So let's remove this top box. Say to set it on the lid like that. I don't know if you can see that or not. So that was the recommendation, was to set it on the lid like that so the bees don't fall out. You can see over here on the ground that some of my bees fell out from the frames that I had sitting in that box there. So, alright, let's get into this bottom box now. See what we got going on in here. Yeah, not happy about that. I know, guys and gals. Alright, frame number 1. See? Nothing. They like to build up, they don't like to build out. This still looks the same as when I had them in there. Way back in the beginning. are probably a little PO'd about the ants in their colony as well. Light frame, very light frame. Got some pollen stores in here, got some eggs, a little bit of honey. Seems like they're just moving fast. I don't know, maybe it's the smoke. I don't know, it seems like they're just being very panicky. I don't know. I'm gonna move that smoke out of the way here. The hive is just buzzing. I need you guys to stay on the frames and don't fall off onto the ground. Man, these frames are packed. These ones in the middle here, these guys are packed. I really wish this was in hi-fi stereo for you guys to hear this buzzing. It's really intimidating. Alright, so that brood is a different color. I don't know if I need to be concerned about that. I've never seen it like that before. It looks dried out. I mean, that's what I would say. I've heard the term chalk brood. I've never seen it before. I'm gonna have to look it up to see what it's all about. But this comb is just really dark. I don't know if that's a sign of indication of a problem. Or what? I don't see any eggs. And I don't see my queen yet either, which typically is not a problem because I very rarely find the queen when I come into the hive. Clothes are getting sticky. Looking for queen. Don't see her there. There's a lot of bees in this hive. They're everywhere. Like, I can't get this in here without possibly smashing bees. I'm just sticking to it. What? Sorry about that. My wife had to adjust my britches. Apparently my britches were falling down and bees were on the back of my hive. Just gotta love the beekeeping, wives. All right. Did I inspect that frame or not? I have no idea. I think I did. Did I inspect this one? I did? Okay. Oh, sorry about that, bees. Yeah, because I was just going to tell you that. Bees are getting sticky. Hard to work with sticky gloves. These guys are heavy on the propolis. So on a positive note, I haven't seen a lot of bees in the hive. I don't know exactly what they're going for. Well, obviously they're going for the honey. But I haven't seen a lot of bees in here all over the honeycomb. The bees, ants, whatever. Oh, there's my queen. She's there. I don't know if you can see her, but she is right there. So she's in there. Yeah. So I'm going to put everybody back. I am going to add a honey super to this to give them more room. Put everything back the way it was. I got a queen. It doesn't. Hive is full of bees. The ants, I'm going to go ahead and take care of that problem. And then take care of the ant problem. Add another box, my honey super, and I'm going to put water out here. I don't know. I'm going to have to try to look up that potential brood issue. I don't know what that is. What's going on with the brood, but at this point there is no shortage of bees. Plenty of bees. We have honey. We have a pretty decent brood pattern. We have lots of brood. So it looks like a very good hive. I'm telling you, it is difficult to put this stuff back together and not smash bees. I don't know how you guys do it. Somebody want to comment on that? I mean, they're just getting in here. They're all over. Alright, you guys need to skedaddle. Skedaddle, bees. Starting to get a little bit upset. Got one up here on my face. Trying to get into my net. I'll let you know if he gets in. I mean, you're gonna know because I'm gonna be screaming like a little girl. Hopefully the suit works as it's supposed to, as advertised. Alright, so let's get these bees off the top of this box so I can add the top box. Hopefully not damage a bunch of bees. Yeah, I hear you. I know. Things aren't looking. You're not happy about the working conditions. I got it. It's hot. You're getting a bit crowded. Alright. So this was an old 10 frame box that I was using to rest the hive frames in, and you can see all the bees all over it. So I'm hoping they're going to crawl back in. The bearding is gone at this moment, but that's because I disturbed the hive. So now I'm going to remove the front entry. I've had this entry reducer on here because I was afraid. We have a pretty heavy mouse problem out here, and I didn't want mice to go into the hive. But I did some research on it, and apparently that's pretty much just a problem in the winter time when they're looking for heat. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off. So they have a bigger entryway. The hive is also larger. I was concerned at first about robbing too. You know, obviously when you first start a hive, you have the entry reducer. So I started with the small entrance here, then I went to the medium entrance, and now I'm just going to completely remove it to the big entrance because they seem to not. It's been really hot out here in California. I mean, it's almost 8 o'clock at nighttime right now. Also, yeah, we have a pond nearby and a pool nearby, but I've been filling this up with water, which I've been slacking on. I haven't done it for like 3 weeks, so I'm going to start doing that again to have some water closer to the hive. Let's add the honey super to the top of this. Give them a little bit more room. Now, I'm not going to put a queen excluder on this honey super because, alright bees, listen, I'm trying not to smash you, but you do have to cooperate. Oh, I did smash one. So, putting on a honey super. No queen excluder because I'm not trying to exclude my queen. My plan will be is if they fill this with honey is to let them, this is what they're going to overwinter with. Now, overwinter, it's California. I don't know how bad our winters are going to be here for the bees, but that's my plan. Anyways. Alright, so the ant problem. Can you guys see? Okay, so the ant problem. Originally I had an ant problem a month back, and they actually got in and killed a hive that I had. And so I took care of the ant problem, and I haven't had any problems since. But today I noticed ants back in the hive. I didn't see a bunch of them in this hive, but I can see them on the outside and climbing up. Well, what I did before was I treated around the base of this stand, and I didn't have any problems. Well, come to find out, they were crawling up this. This was sitting dangling on the ground, and they were coming up this. So the original treatment around the bricks worked, but they found a way around it by crawling up this strap here that was laying on the ground. So I'm going to retreat the area that I did before, and I'm going to tie this strap up so that we don't have that problem like that. Just put it around there like that so it's not sitting on the ground, and remove everything else that was leaning against this as well. Alright, so I added water to their little water tray. Took off the entry reducer. So questions that I have is what's up with all the bees on the ground? Like, where'd they go? They're all over. Where's he at? They're all over on the ground. They're just all over here. Bees everywhere on the ground. I mean, is that normal? Can they not fly? Like, what is the problem here? You know? Seriously. I don't get it. There's quite a few bees on the ground. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that's a wasp. It's a bee fight. It's a wasp attacking a bee. Where'd it go? Look at that. Alright. Well, that may have just happened, but I'm going to end that situation. So, yeah, actually, I wanted to film that a little bit more, but I was getting buzzed by bees. So, I smashed that wasp, put an end to him. Here's another one. Okay, so I'm wondering if the wasps are just coming here for the carnage. All these bees on the ground. Or what's going on with that? See, he's right there again. Oh, he's flying off with him anyways.